Yeah, we got 1,400 new stimulus check. Like I said today, I'm gonna make a new video about every single detail that's happening in this stimulus bill. Okay, it's gonna get signed by Joe Biden, President Joe Biden on Friday, which is great news. I mean, you're gonna see every detail in this video, and we're gonna go over it together so you guys can have an idea of what's going on with the new stimulus bill. Okay, so don't forget, subscribe with the like button, and remember, check the description below because I got you way more free money, way more free food, and much more discounts so you guys could enjoy besides the stimulus bill. That's right, free money. All right. So check out the links below, subscribe, and hit the like button, and let's begin. Because, like I said, we're all celebrating, and we got an article right here that says new unemployment benefits and stimulus payments passed by Congress. Right. Okay. Here are the 6 highlights from the bill, and we're going to talk about a little bit. As you guys already know, it's 1,400 extra for payments. Those making up to 75,000, and they could receive it within the next 2 weeks. For if you're married, it increases up to 2,800, and the total again is up to $150,000 in total, right? So I mean, if you exceed that, the $75,000 or $150,000 in total, that means it's going to be a reduction, right? We're going to go into that in a little bit. We also know that the American Rescue Plan, it's not the relief bill, this is the American Rescue Plan, because there might be another stimulus bill in the future, which is also great, right? But it provides extended employment benefits, including a $300 boost per week through September 6, 2021. So it's an unemployment benefits boost. It includes $300 per week and goes up to September 6, 2021. That's right. After this 11 weeks plus 11-week extension plus $300 boost from the EDD department, you're gonna get another $300 boost per week. That's it's not together 600. It's just $300 extension all through September 6, 2021, which is great. It's also a plan offers the tax rate for the first $10,200 in unemployment benefits received in 2020. That's right. So if you were complaining on hitting the checkbox of getting deducted 10% of your every time you certify for your benefits and every time you receive your benefits deposited in your bank account, they withdrew or they set aside 10%. You hit that box, and you had to pay at the end of the year, right, in your taxes. But now we're getting a tax rate. So if you haven't done your taxes in the year of 2020, your 2020 taxes, now you can deduct 10,200 from the total, all right? And it includes in this bill, which is also great, right? So I mean, you don't have to be complaining for the first 10,200, no taxes. It's being much less, and people are eventually much happier, right? Even though we probably prefer no taxes at all, but I mean that's what it is. There's also here the first major pandemic relief bill in 2021 extends unemployment benefits. That's what we were read. It extends both PUA and PEUC, okay? So if you ever change from PUA to PEUC, you still get an extension, okay? We're going to talk about a little bit more about that. And like I said, it includes 1,400 stimulus checks to everybody. If you haven't done your taxes, you might not receive any in direct deposit. That's right. If you did your taxes already, you're supposed to already receive them in direct deposit if you chose to do that. If not, they're going to receive you a paper check, right? Just like any other check. They send it through your mail, send it to your house. So make sure your address is correct. They could actually cash it in once you receive it, right? Now, it might be combined with the other $600 check that President Trump actually passed. So you might receive a $2,000 check instead of a $1,400 check if you haven't received the $600 stimulus check before this one, right? So I mean, keep a lookout. If you think you don't receive it, if you have problems with the first stimulus check, you might want to give IRS a call to update your address to see where is that in transit, to see if they have the correct information to actually mail it to you, right? Or actually deposit it to you, okay? So I think you might be able to update your direct deposit information, okay? Or you could actually call them and tell them to send you the mail. So check up, remember your information, and if you think it's incorrect, go ahead and update it, right? So what are the extended employment benefits? As we all know, it's $300 boost until September 6th, which adds 25 more weeks to 2 federal unemployment programs, right? The PUC and the PUA, okay? Which is great. For those people that thought they still haven't gotten paid since December 26th of the suspension in California or any other fraud or system failures in any of the states, and this bill, you actually after you get paid with that, it's going to get extended for more weeks, and you're going to be much happier, right? So it's in the maximum of 49 weeks for PUC and maximum of 75 weeks for PUA. All right, this is great. Up to September 6th or whenever your weeks actually finish, right? So if it's past September 6th, but you don't have 49 weeks or 75 weeks of your total program, it's gonna lapse or it's gonna be combined into a single week, so you can receive your whole benefits, right? But 49 weeks and 75 weeks in total, okay? All right. So the next question says, will there be a lapse in my benefits? As we all know, the December lapse as a system failure or suspensions that people had to verify with ID.me. I made a lot of videos about that. I made step-by-step process on how you actually could verify it and start getting your benefits so you can certify it. We already know that there's still a delay in process, right? The EDD is still fixing it. It's still taking this time to actually distribute the money. Like I said, watch my videos. I talk about it all the time. And and this whole process has been really stressful for people, right? So will there be a lapse? Most likely there will be a lapse since you still haven't gotten paid since December, or you're still waiting for your full January and February unemployment benefits, right? So it's going to be a delay, but like I said, if they miss a month, you're going to receive in the second month, and then like I said, if you miss the whole like a month, they're going to deposit it into one check or 1 week of the second month and stuff like that, right? So it doesn't have to be just a little bit of money on each week. They'll deposit the whole $1,000 into one single check, right? So I mean, don't worry about it. You'll receive the full amount of money, and there you have it. Just go ahead, give EDD a call. I show you ways how to actually communicate with EDD the fastest way, so you don't have to be stuck on the phone all day long, and you'll receive your benefits on time, right? So it says right here, obviously, I'm here trying to show off this to you guys, and you guys will actually enjoy every single information I'm telling you because I give you even more help. So remember, drop a comment to see your thoughts, to see if you have any questions, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys out, right? I also have a Twitter and Instagram, so you guys could communicate through me through there, right? So it says right here, um, it's less likely that people will be immediately cut off from receiving unemployment benefits on March 14th. It's just going to be an extension since they haven't actually completed the whole process of distributing the benefits, right? But I mean, as long as you certify for your benefits, as long as you communicate with your EDD department into verifying your identification and keeping up to date each week, like certifying, you will receive them on time, right? Next question says, what does the new unemployment bill and Simmins mean for 2020 tax returns? Normally, we have to pay regular taxes on unemployment benefits you receive, but the new bill gives a tax free to the first 10,200 unemployment insurance received in 2020. Right? That's right. So if you got like, let's say you got more than 10,000, the first 10,200 won't be taxable, and only the rest will be taxable, right? Which is great. Like I said, most of us got obviously way more than 10,000 because of the unemployment benefits and extra boost. So I mean, this no taxes is great for us, right? Stimulus payments, like I said, I explained, you'll receive them through mail or receive them through direct deposit, right? So how does these stimulus payment is determined? You get 1,400 for individuals, that is up to 75,000. Heads of household with income up to 112,500, and 150,000 for joint filers, right? If you're married. So after that, it's gonna be reduced. If the stimulus reach for 80,000 for a single filer, 120,000 for head of households, 160,000 for married couples. All right, so you get an extra 10,000, right? But no one with income above those ceilings will receive money in this round of stimulus bill payments. Okay, so I mean that's kind of bad, but I mean if you earn more, I mean it's kind of great. If you're rich, you won't receive them, and people who need them will actually receive them, right? As you see right here, it says single, it had a household, and it says married, right? People who will not receive that amount cannot make more than that, and anybody in between 150 and 160 will receive a reduction of it. Okay, most people were obviously under the 100 or maybe 75,000, you know. So I mean, don't have to worry about it. You're just gonna get 1,400 and stimulus bill, right? So what changes are made to the child tax rate? And this is very important for people who have children. As you previously knew, ages younger than 6 will usually only qualify for about 2,000. Now it's actually boosted up to 3,000, right? So it says right here, the update provides families with children younger than 6 up to 3,600 annually, and up to $3,000 for children aged from 6 to 17. The credit is applied per child, and that's right. It used to be 16, and now child credit is boosted 1 more year for 17, right? So this is great. That means you obviously, if you decide a brand new baby, you can get more money, and now you can actually file child tax credit in your taxes and receive more money per child, right? Which is great. More money means more money in your pockets, obviously, right? So the credit begins to phase out for individual filers again, making more than 75,000. So if you make more than that amount, you're going to see a reduction. It's going to be What other help is available? All right, the other next help is available that's inside the stimulus bill is federal student loan leaves. Okay, so that means if you're a college student, and you got a student loan. It's not forgivable yet. They're in the process of it, but now I'm telling you, in this bill, it says that it's extended through October 1st that you won't get taxed on your loan. Okay, so that's great. No taxes on your student loan through October 1st. Okay, the next one says eviction and foreclosure moratoriums. Now this is extended through March 2021. Obviously, no one can get evicted. And if you can't pay your mortgage, obviously you could get that. You could apply for that. It could extend it through March 2021, right? So I mean, it's already in March. Like why are you telling us this right now? Is because if you're in the process of already appealing it, or you're in the process of actually getting kicked out of your apartment, now you know that right now all this you can actually take your time and paying your rent on time, right? So they won't be pressuring you until March 2021, and then they're gonna start saying it's time to collect your payments and stuff like that, right? For food support, it says the previously relieved legislation actually passed an additional 13 million. So actually, this bill didn't actually pass anything because the previously one actually extended it to June 30th. The supplemental nutrition program is going to receive $13 million to actually give the max amount of money you can receive in your EBT card, right? That means if you're only supposed to get, let's say, $100, now the maximum is $234 because there's also a $15 increase on top of that, right? So this extends to June 30th. That means we got 3 more months of it, and it's great. You see my videos, you know when you're supposed to receive it, and don't worry, just go ahead and apply because it's free money for you guys to buy food, right? There's actually now a utility bill. That means you can keep your light, you can keep your heater on, you can keep your water on, any utilities, so you can actually go through winter, right, without even having to pay, or they won't cancel it, right? So in other words, they won't cancel it, they won't kick you out. You'll be good, right? So I mean, this is on this information on this page. It talks about it. I'll give you a little bit more information on the next one. It says what is known about the new child tax credit and the 1.9 trillion stimulus bill because it is that much money. That's why the Republicans didn't want. We already know that per child it increases from 2,000 to 3,000 per year in 2021 for children up to the age of 5. The credit increases up to 3,600 per child per year. Right. Just another review. We already spoke about it. It says half of the child's credit will be available through a monthly payment to parents starting in July. All right. For school-age children, that will mean parents will be eligible for monthly $250 checks, right? If you're pretty much under the age of 4, and $300 if you're in between the ages of 4 and 17, right? For younger children. Now, says taxpayers can opt out of monthly payments and take the entire credit as part of their annual tax return, which is good news. If you guys choose to do that, you can do that. Now, parents were able to claim children up to 17 years old under the child tax credit, which is also great, right? All that you can deduct from your taxes, you get an extra reimbursement, and you can talk to your accountant to figure out what's the best way to get the most money. But you guys already know you can ask for this because it does exist, and you can get more child tax credit, right? Now, parents can only claim children up to the age of 16, which is now 17, which is also great, right? The federal government will use the annual adjusted gross income to determine eligibility for the credit, all right? So it also is also based for couples 150,000, for a single person is only 75,000, right? For every 1,000 additional income, $50 per year is reduced per child, plateauing at 2,000 per child, right? That's only if you exceed the threshold of 75,000 or 150,000 for couples, right? The expanded credit is scheduled to last 1 year, but Democrats are hoping to make the expanded tax credit permanent, right? So it's one of the bills that they weren't able to pass. Again, the Republicans are trying to fight for it, but this is good news. They're trying to then keep fighting for it for the tax credit, keep going for the rest of the years, right? There is no limit on the amount of children parents or guardians can claim. So if you have more children, that means you get more tax credit, right? Now this tax credit is only for the 2021 year, but they're working on other future years, right? And like I said, this is other news. There's other more information for you guys to know. But other news, like I said, they announced that they're gonna give 100 million more doses, right? This time from a Johnson vaccine, which is great. You got Pfizer, you got Moderna, I think, and you got now Johnson, which only takes one shot, right? So if you guys just choose to get the vaccine, go ahead. It only takes one shot, but this Johnson is only about 60%. So I mean, you might think twice, maybe you want the other one, but they say Johnson and Johnson actually helps out for the other future coronavirus traces, right? So let's say the virus from England or from South Africa or from or Brazil, this Johnson is able to fight it off better than the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines, right? So I mean, keep that in mind. some information if you guys want to keep researching about that. But even though the Congress and the Democrats tried to pass a $400 extension for unemployment, they only passed $300. There's a lot of information I'm telling you. Also, as Joe Biden's plans getting $15 of minimum wage for all states. Also, in delay, it might be involved in the new stimulus bill that they're trying to pass in the future, right? Hopefully. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty much all it is, all the information I have for you right now. Hopefully you guys can enjoy the information, and hopefully you guys can subscribe, hit the like button, and stay tuned to my next video because I got you way more information for you guys to actually learn, right? And more free money, like I said. All right, we're celebrating right now. Good stimulus bill. Thanks.